Thanks for staying with us. Now we're joined by sean-nós Sister Act, known for their stunning harmonies and the love of Irish culture.
Good morning to Donna Mora ní Korean from on Chéad Ghlúin Eile. Hello, how are you?
How are you?
It's so lovely to have you in here because you just gave us a blast of your harmonies and they are beyond beautiful. We'll get to that in 1 second. So you met kind of early being sisters and everything, Aidan, but when did the singing together come? Was it always just performing?
We have been singing since, before we could even talk, and we can talk a lot, but we have been singing, I would say, together since we were maybe like 7 or 8 when we started watching High School Musical and realised that harmonies exist. And Maura was always Troy and I was always Gabriella.
Oh, the elder sister gets away.
Therapy now.
Love it. Troy, you're fabulous.
And then when did you just decide, like, well, we can do something with this?
I'd say it was about 2017, however many years ago that was, that we were like, okay, right, let's pick a band name. And that was great crack altogether. So Aidan's now husband, but boyfriend at the time, was like, why not call yourselves like the next generation? We're like, we can't go by an English name. He was like, translate it. So Chéad Ghlúin Eile then came about, but then being on Chéad Ghlúin Eile, which means the next generation, with that comes a huge responsibility that we are the next link in the chain of sean-nós singers, of native Irish speakers. So with that, kind of naturally, it was like, okay, how can we strengthen our link in this intergenerational chain? And how can we make our link as solid as possible for future generations to rely on? Because all it takes is one link in the chain to stop singing sean-nós or to stop speaking agat to their children. And then we see now, with the revival of the Irish language, and especially with the census, people are seeing like, gosh, my great-grandfather was a native Irish speaker, or you know, my great-grand-auntie was an Irish teacher or something. So people are now reclaiming what was lost in the family. But you can save a lot of work by just continuing the Irish language so future generations don't have to scramble.
And it's been quite interesting seeing, we'll say, God rest her soul, Moira Brennan. Do you know, like there's been so many videos online on the sessions that she'd be doing in Guidor and just the chats and everything that was just natural. That was... that was bred out of us, essentially, that it was like, you know. So seeing this reversal of fortune, Aidan, what has that been? Because ye are from the Gaeltacht, you're native Gaelgores. What has it been like to see the kind of, from Gaelga going from the kicking boy, you know, to being celebrated again?
It's fantastic. Do you know, like we grew up, like I didn't have English until I was maybe 4 or 5, and more than had it just a tiny bit sooner because I was then learning. There's only 18 months between us. So the thing is that we knew no different. Like we just went to the shop and went to mass and everything was as Gaeilge. But it is so lovely, I think, when you realise like, oh my goodness, there are people who hear us speak as Gaeilge when we're shopping and say like, oh gosh, I have no Irish left, or I loved it in school but I've lost it all. And there is that shame attached to it, but people are also so hard on themselves. And we always say, like, look, you don't have to be fluent. All you have to say is like, Gur Mahad, or as you said, Mads and what, you know, Slán, little bits, just to help you feel like, oh my God, I am a part of this. And it's not just like the people in the Gaeltacht areas who can speak this beautiful language that we own and love and have.
And then when you're doing your gigs, obviously then those sean-nós songs that will be forgotten if there's not people like you who are still singing them and bringing them to a new audience.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of social media, is that like you can record a clip and you never know how viral it's going to go, and you don't know who's watching, when and where they're from. Like it's mental, and like we'll never fully fathom, to be honest, like, you know, who we're reaching. But it is really, really exciting that now these songs are preserved, you know, whether we see TikTok as an archive or, you know, Instagram and Facebook, but like these songs are now there for people to see. Do you know? So it is really exciting.
And the fastest growing language in Ireland is now Gaeilge, which is wonderful. From people who are coming into the country learning it for the first time, or people who are taking it up again, which is amazing. But being from the Gaeltacht, one of the, like, we're talking about the statistics all the time, 40 now is the average age of buying a house, but the Gaeltacht is an area where home ownership more it's really bad, because Gaelgores are being pushed out.
Totally.
Because of the cost of houses and people buying second homes, because Gaelgores were shoved to these places that turned out to be the most beautiful places in Ireland.
That's it. Do you know that like we were pushed so far west because no one, like obviously the Wild Atlantic Way wasn't commercialised at the time. Do you know, so like the Brits had no time for it. Whereas now, obviously, money is to be made there, houses are to be bought and to be built there. So it is a huge issue, especially because as Gaeltacht people, we do have to stick together. And what is really, really beautiful is when people do move into the Gaeltacht, we're all about them, joining us in the Gaeltacht, being a part of the community. They don't need to be Líofa arriving, but please God, they will be Líofa eventually. That's the goal, do you know? But we do find people, who love a particular county, who love a particular place. It happens to be in the Gaeltacht. They get planning permission, and we never see them. Do you know? And I think that's the real disconnect when you don't know your neighbours anymore. And like, language isn't a barrier. Gaeltacht people, we can speak Osbearla. Do you know? And we are a welcoming people. Like, we've always had people coming to visit us, learning the language, staying with us. So it
So it's not like going to France.
No,
and them looking at you going, come here to me now, I can't be dealing with you. When everyone's like, Gurav Mila Mahagut, and you're like, oh God, not again. It's not as bad, is it?
It's not as bad.
Really not.
No, Dawn's pregnant. You're not picking up a fag and going, I am judging you.
Now, there's a big gig tomorrow night.
Yes, there is.
It's sort of a gig come baby shower.
Yes.
I mean, how random is that? And that just kind of explains us, I guess. But yes, I am expecting my second baby. And we don't know what we're having. Well, I don't know what I'm having. So I said we. I suppose I'm
not even joking. I was there going.
She looked like,
we're in it together.
But so I don't know what I'm having. So we were saying, like, do you know what? It would be so lovely to do one last gig. We were going to do one last gig anyways in Dublin. So we were like, let's just do it with a twist. Have a baby shower, and the colours that we wear to our gigs are orange and pink.
And our band colours are orange and pink.
Yes.
Athon never, ever lets me enforce a theme. Like, I'd love at every gig if everyone wore like pink and orange so everyone knows what gig they're going to. But the fact that it was a baby shower, I was like, please, lad the hell. And she was like, okay,
so
for the baby shower.
Boy orange, girl pink.
And then, so then
that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, it'd be great crack.
If whatever you think the baby is going to be. This is on in Whelan's. You're doing this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great venue.
Tomorrow night.
It's an amazing venue. Dawn, how's your diaphragm? Like, how are you still doing this with a baby?
Actually, do you know what? I have been blessed
amazing.
in my pregnancies, but I am 35 weeks pregnant. And I feel,
Look amazing.
Please God, like 5 to
And the original Whelan's date was actually 2 weeks before the due date.
Yeah.
And we were
Right.
like, just in case, let's push it back.
just
2
in
weeks.
Okay.
So 4 weeks now.
We need to hear what you could be hearing tomorrow night
In
in
Whelan's.
Whelan's. It's on Wednesday. It's on Chéad Ghlúin Eile. Will you please give us a blast, Colleen?
Shafran?
Ed Marvin Cheer Carmen Siron go in op Leantun the fem with a mode. Harlan line it as the even year ram she got Kim war got arms the road. Darla maid ogres car mo hill Marvin is she van who shall go. Bakas comes a girl gargine let the bats out of our grandma rose.
I was just thinking, if you're singing like that, that's going to be a very chilled baby.
Oh, but number one is very chilled, so please God.
That is so
That's so
unbelievably
lovely. The harmonies are just
beautiful.
gorgeous.
And to know what you're passing on, it's just so amazing. Dawn and more ní Korean on Chéad Ghlúin Eile. You'll be able to find you online. Yes.
Yes.
On
ACGE for short, if that helps people.
ACGE for short. That was beautiful. Best of luck at the gig tomorrow night, Whelan's in Dublin.
Thank you for
so
joining
lovely
us.
to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you so much.